I'll go ahead and show you everything that you need to set up to get your property going, to get a furnished rental out there and have a lot of successes and good reviews with that as well. Hello, I just want to welcome you to this new project of ours. I alluded to it in one of the previous videos. What you need to set up an Airbnb, not just an Airbnb, what you need to set up a furnished rental, any type of furnished rental. We set up our first Airbnb or furnished rental in 2018. Within less than 5 months, we became super host, and that was due to, of course, the design of the space, the location, and all that. But it was mostly due to the cleanliness and how welcome our guests felt when they came to our home. Remember, this is still a work in progress, but this is the only chance I have to show you, and I'll go ahead and show you everything that we have in this place set up right now. I must say, the very first impression that you get when you come into one of our property is the smell. The place have a very good smell because we make sure we add some room fresheners around the house. For the office space, it's imperative that now your place has an office space. We have a lot of mobile, how do they call them? Nomad workers, basically people they travel to different places and they just want to experience different places, and they will do work as they travel. So they really appreciate an office space, and we try to make it as efficient and convenient as much as possible. Most importantly, we have a desk and a comfortable seat and a little bit of storage, and just make the place very appealing. A simple office space with a good internet connection so that they can be connected and do their work from any location. So this is the office space right at the entrance for us. And also the first impression that I get in right at the door is some artwork. I have this channel link here. That's my channel where I share everything real estate, and that's where I'm going to add the final reveal for this property with all the links to where we got a lot of the supplies. Next, after the entryway and the office space, we have the kitchen. And with the kitchen, I think it's one of the most important places you have to consider in the rental. It has to be clean, appealing, and one of the important things is it needs to have coffee. We have a lot of guests very happy with the coffee that we provide. So we do provide enough supply for the first few days of stay. They can wake up in the morning and have a little something before they step out or decide to get more coffee for themselves. We have the cabinet with a lot of supplies. We have some mugs here and more mugs, some glass, some glass cups, plenty glass cup for wine, white wine, champagne. We just make it easy for them to just feel at home and comfortable here. So we got plenty cabinet, but not all of them are filled. So we also provide salt, pepper, and a few seasoning just to get them started. I will be adding some oil. I like to add a little bit of olive oil, so at least when they come in, they can just have something quick the first night or two. In the cabinet, we have the plates, we have the bowls, we have most of what they need to have a meal together. All the cutlery is available. I think I have some knives somewhere. Like I said, the place is still in progress. I'll definitely make sure we have everything our guests need to get started. So we have the cooking utensil, we have some more utensil there, and then we have enough pans and frying pans, pots. I usually add these appliances. I do add a kettle and a blender. I wanted a rice cooker, but the instant pot was almost the same price as the rice cooker. I said, why not? So just for our guests to have more options of what they can cook. So that's the great thing. For when the guests first come, I always have some water. We're gonna get some water in there for our guests as they come. And also we do add a few snacks usually, maybe some chocolate to welcome them, or a bottle of wine as well. We have cleaning supplies down here. The dishwasher is there. Have some bowls there, baking sheet, some baking pan, cooking, prepping bowls, and everything. Really, everything that they need to get started. A couple of days, and some paper, very important. And also, did I mention the toaster is also, and the trash bin? Don't forget the trash bin. Definitely, if you don't have one integrated with the kitchen. We do provide most of the basic stuff that they need for the first few days. And in the pantry, I don't usually have much. Like, see, we have a lot of coffee that we're gonna just organize a little bit more for them. And the guests usually get comfortable. I tell you, they do get comfortable, and they will fill up this pantry, and most time they even leave a lot of stuff in the pantry. That's for the office and the kitchen. So next, the living room. The living room just need to have enough seating. I have the bar stools over there, and I have the dining table set up here. So if your home can accommodate 4 guests, I always make sure I have 4 seats or more. I just provide a little bit more seating. I tell you, some guests, they feel refreshed when they get in a different location. They really get comfortable if the space is conducive to that. So I do make sure that they get a good time whenever they come to my home. Small sectional that just fits the space. And we also did this feature wall here just to add some beauty to the space and make it very cozy. And then this is the living room. I think they're gonna be comfortable here as a family or friends together, or couple having a good time. Just provide a good environment, clean, very clean and cozy. And I always do provide some blankets. I have one blanket here for the living room, and I have plenty more in the room, like you will see. Just provide a very cozy space and cozy atmosphere. Next, I'll show you the laundry room. For the laundry room, we make sure we provide basics, cleaning, laundry supplies, just enough for a couple of days before the guests get some supplies for the stay. And also we provide what they need to keep the place clean as well. The vacuum cleaner and the mop and the broom, and also the ironing board and the iron. Make that available for them. And of course, the laundry appliances. And just a basket to gather a few dirty laundry. We do provide just the basics there for a couple. Yeah, so moving on to the bathroom. We have the bathroom over here. We just need a little clean space. Need to add some soap here, like hand soap, and of course the towels. We just try to keep them very clean. Like the #1 review that we keep getting for most of our properties is cleanliness. And for the bath, we provide the body wash, conditioner, and shampoo there always, and a very clean space. Again, we just make it pretty clean. Some hand soap, and I've got, oh yeah, the towels are here. So the towels, we provide enough towels for how many guests we have, and we're gonna add some extra towels in the cabinet. And also towel, we do provide enough for the first few days and a little bit extra always, so that, and that's not to forget. Definitely. That's it for the bathroom. Keep it pretty clean. I have a little extra paper available for the first few days, and really that's all the guests want. And very clean, smelling good. Don't forget the smell. The place has to smell pretty good. Now I'm gonna move on to the bedroom. I'm gonna start at the top. Before I go to the bedroom, yeah, so this is the living area again. Very cozy, approachable, very nice looking, but not be so unapproachable that the guests don't feel comfortable using a space. I feel like I always set up the space in a way that there's nothing too precious or too inaccessible that the guests cannot feel comfortable using, and nothing that's going to break easily, basically. But accident happens, right? That's it for the living room, and we still have some curtains that need to go up there. I like to warm up the place with curtains. I have a few here, but just to tell you that the ironing hem didn't work for me, so I need to take those curtains home and shorten them before we add them here. That's really it for the living room. And for the dining area, I think I have added a few extra plates here in this little buffet like area, a few bowls like for serving, a couple of bowls, and extra like table mat. That's all I have here really for a good dinner, comfortable dinner. That's it for the living room. And heading out, I'm gonna show you the little patio before we move back in. For the patio space, don't mind the yard, the grass needs to be cut. For the patio area, I just make sure I add a little sitting area, and nothing crazy really, just a little space to sit. And anything that you put on your profile, anything you say you have, you make sure that you do have it. I remember we had a trampoline. That's the house we used to stay at, and we had a basement Airbnb, and we used to have the trampoline, and something happened to the trampoline. We had to get rid of it, and a guest came in. I think we even forgot to remove the trampoline from the listing, but when they came in at the appointed time, the trampoline was gone, and they mentioned that in the reviews. Anything you say you have at your place, you make sure it is there. Don't say you have something and the guests come in and they don't see it, they get disappointed, and that's not really good. We're going to go back to the bedroom. I'm going to start at the top. For the bedroom, this is one of our bedrooms, almost ready to go. We still need a little end table here, and we have a side light ready to go. For the bedroom, same, let it be properly clean. And we always use white sheets for our beds. All our beds, we just have a few accents like this, but we only use sheet, white comforter. This is how I lay at the bed, flat sheet, the comforter, and the blanket. So it's easy to wash to do the laundry after each guest. We just sanitize it and wash it and jabalize it. So it makes it very easy to keep clean, and we can use it for a long time. We do provide a few hangers. That's definitely important in the closet. Each room has a few hangers. If you deal with a lot of travel nurses, they need blackout curtains. So we do have blinds. So once they shut the blind, really any curtain will do. So I focus more on the aesthetic than the functionality there. But if they shut up the blinds, then they can have a pretty good sleep here during the day. That's also something to consider depending on your clientele. Blackout blinds are always a good fit. For the next bedroom, what I try to do with the bedrooms, I give each one a little bit of personality, so they get to experience something different for each room. And actually, this is my 11-year-old designed it, and with the colors that she liked. It has that little blush color, but it's not. If a company comes in here, they're not into the blush, they can just remove the accents. So it doesn't make it unapproachable or too specific. That's how we try to do with the rooms. Try to give it a little bit of character, each room a little bit of character. My little baby did this. So, always have some hangers and just a little something to make the place presentable. Especially, we try to stage the place for the picture, right? For the pictures online, it has to be presentable and beautiful. Let me get to the other bedroom. We still have the curtains. I need to go up there. I got them ready, so these need to go up, and we're still waiting on the end table for this as well. I try to give each bedroom a little bit of a different flair and a little theme. And you can guess this one is a bit more boho chic and very neutral. We do the same, the white bedding, easy to manage, and a little bit of accents for each room just to give it a bit of personality. And again, Again, the hangers. I forgot to mention, I always do provide an extra set of sheets so they can always change the bed, and I leave that in the closet. And the last bedroom in this house is this one. This is a primary bedroom. Again, work in progress. We still have the curtains that need to go up, and I love to add curtains. A lot of renters don't bother about curtains, but I like to make the place feel as nice as I would love it for myself. And we have the blinds, and these are blackout curtains. Again, for the primary room, we do provide a little bit extra. We used to provide TV in all the rooms, but we found out that it's not that necessary, and sometimes people are trying to get away from TV, so it's also good to give them an opportunity to not have TV. I recently stayed at an Airbnb with the kids, and there was only one TV in the attic. That was refreshing, I tell you. So we're trying to limit the number of black screens that we have in the house anyways. For the final bathroom, we did some work over here as well, and just try to make it again very clean. We use all white for everything that we have to reuse. The bathroom mat, the towels, we always do white towels, white bed sheet, so it's very easy to sanitize. It's very easy to wash and prepare for the next guest. It's easy to just throw everything instead of starting sorting out different colors, just to make it work. And the toilet, I'm gonna make sure I have enough toilet paper over here. And for the closet, all we do is add the hangers and a little bit of decor, just make it not so bland. And that's about it. This is how we set up a place for Airbnb. It's just have to pay attention to the details. The place has to be aesthetically pleasing and comfortable and clean. And we do make sure we have the really good mattresses too. That's another review that we get often. That makes a difference. People like that. People enjoy having a good sleep when they're away from home. Like I said, I have another channel where I post everything real estate related, mostly like home tour and projects that we're doing. So if you want to see more of our projects, tune in to that channel. My husband is a licensed real estate agent in Houston, Texas, and I do stage property for sale as well. Feel free to connect to me if you're looking to buy in Houston, Texas, or you're looking to stage or to lease a property. Thank you so much for doing this little tour of what is needed to set up an Airbnb with me. And for the full reveal on this house, please check my other channel, Judith's Journey, where I share everything real estate. And thank you so much for watching.